Hi again, everybody. It's Tuesday morning, July 5th, 2022. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. Let's take a look at the Astro Excel chart for the week ahead. This is the 30-minute chart. You can see I have an orange horizontal line drawn on the plus or minus 10 line. See, we made a low on the green line over the weekend, and we had a little bottom in the market, and then we pushed up. Had a little bounce back the last couple days. It rolled over overnight. You can see here that we've peaked out on the green line here and here, about where we peaked out on the blue line. The blue line peak here was where the first market peak was, and then the second blue line peak was this high overnight around 3 a.m. So now we've had downward pressure on both lines. The blue line bottoms here at 1020 or so, 950. The green line bottoms at about 1:45 in the afternoon. So the green line is pretty much going to be flat most of the week, inside 0 and -5. Really just bouncing around in there. We've got that low there. Just mentioned, we drift gradually up. We make a high on the 6 about 6 a.m. We drift back down to the session close at 1800. And then we're going to be slightly up into the 7th, where we peak out here at noon, and then we drift down and we make this bottom early in the morning of the 8th, and then we're sideways and then drifting up into Friday. So not a lot of big pressure this week from the green line. The blue line is going to be important. I'm going to bring in a more dialed in chart. I'm going to bring the 4-minute Astro Excel chart in. So here's the chart. You can see the green line, the blue line, and this chart also shows the gray line, which are the fast movers. That gives us additional time pressure points where we can expect these significant pivots to come in. You can see that we've been really tracking the blue line nicely on this dialed in version. We've got the up move into the peak here. We made that high. This is the same blue line spikes we saw in the last chart. We got a push down into this area, this low. The market was a little bit out of phase. It made low a couple hours later, or an hour later. And then we drifted back up. We made a high on the blue line here about 2 a.m. The market high was about an hour later, 2:48 a.m. So the blue line is going to be a pretty effective picture, but it sometimes gets a little bit out of phase. But you can see where your major trends in direction are going to come from. You can see then we've traded down into the overnight, had that little bounce back here, which was this bounce up on the blue line, and now we've rolled back down, and we're coming into this low point right here about 924. So if you're using the storm tools, you really want to be looking at this from either the 30, 60-minute chart perspective, and then you want to dial it up and look at it a little tighter, at least the 4-minute chart. You can actually use the Excel calculator if you have the tools, and you can look at this in 2-hour segments on like a 1-minute viewpoint. That's going to give you a real detailed look at everything. Anyhow, that's the forecast for the week, and an up close look at the Astro Excel for the intraday today.